Well, we certainly don't need this. Take a look at this video right here. Severe weather, including hail and tornadoes, sweeping through parts of Texas and Louisiana today, with more than 95 million people seeing the storms before the night is over. Thousands without power already. Buildings have been damaged throughout those states. As many as 20 states could see some form of impact from the storms, including here in Michigan. Kevin Craig standing by with what's in store for us as well. Kev?
Derek, thank you very much. It's the whole eastern half of the nation under the scope, the magnitude, the grip of this storm system. Good evening, everybody. These are the southern states, the deep south. 325 damage reports between yesterday and today, about 186 today. And now these storms are moving into almost the Atlanta area. I've had 31 reports of tornadoes across these states over the last 24-hour period. That does not mean 31 tornadoes. Some of those will be duplicate reports. But look at this, tornadoes reports there. There's some there. There's hail, there's wind. But look at all the hundreds of damage reports. That's the southern flank of this system producing severe weather. We will not see severe weather in Grand Rapids, but we will see very strong, powerful winds through the day tomorrow. So much so we have a high wind advisory out through the day tomorrow, and we may see power outages because of that, but they are not related to severe thunderstorms. Quiet conditions in Grand Rapids and around the area right now, except for some light rain showers. In the weather headlines, that's the #1 headline. We've been talking about this for days. Powerful winds tomorrow. They'll be out of the west, sustained at about 20 to 30 miles per hour with some gusts of 40. Gusts of 50 miles per hour. I can't even rule out some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts at the immediate lakeshore. There's nothing to stop that wind that comes ripping across Lake Michigan. There's open water there, no friction. And then if you're north and east of Grand Rapids, closer to the actual low-pressure system, up towards Big Rapids, along US 10 over towards Saginaw, there could be some 60-mile-per-hour gusts there as well. Afterwards, temperature going to be running below normal for much of this week. So, high wind advisory out there for all of lower Michigan. That's all the areas that are in tan. Gale warning out on Lake Michigan. And again, there probably is going to be some power outages from this. The last time we had this type of a storm, just before Thanksgiving, we had 100,000 people without power. That's only one facet of it. Here's the other one. Lakeshore flood warnings out for our lakeshore counties from 5 a.m. until 5 a.m. Monday until 5 a.m. on Tuesday. Immediate lakeshore flooding will be possible. Significant beach and dune erosion with 10 to 15-foot waves as those winds just carry that or push that water up on shore there. So there'll be some problems there. As we look at live Doppler radar, this is what's going on now. A few light rain showers out there, steady to light rain. And here are the wind speeds right now. Wind is not an issue right now. It's not going to be much of an issue as we head through the overnight hours. They really don't ramp up until we get into tomorrow morning. Here is the forecast model at 6 a.m. The bigger, wider numbers are the sustained wind speeds over a 2-minute period, and then those G numbers are the gusts. So at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, still not really a factor or an issue. It's about 7, 8 o'clock they start to ramp up, and watch the way the colors start to ramp up to orange and reds in here. This is at noon tomorrow. We've got sustained winds at about 20 to 30 miles per hour with some gusts higher than that. As we go into 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, we still have very strong winds. The core of the strongest winds come in tomorrow late morning and all the way into the mid to late afternoon. And a lot of times, folks, the models tend to underdo these wind speeds. I think if you had another 5 to 10 mile per hour on the gust and the wind speed itself, that's probably about where we're going to be. And then as we go into midnight tomorrow, we'll still have sustained winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And even as we go into Tuesday, they'll come down a little bit, but it's still going to be a breezy, raw day on Tuesday. Look at how warm our temperatures are right now. We're into the 50s. We'll be upper 40s to low 50s through most of the overnight hours. Look at the difference between Milwaukee and Chicago. 19-degree temperature difference. That's where the cold front is. And if you go far enough out, they're going to pick up a foot of snow in the western portion of the UP. Look at all the cold air. That's what's going to come rushing in here once this gets booted out of here and that system gets by us, and then the winds will really start to ramp up. This is all heavy snow on the backside of this system. We're out ahead of it. It's all rain for us. We'll see another quarter to maybe a half inch of rain overnight into tomorrow morning. Our warmest temperatures come at midnight, about 52 degrees. I think we'll be down in the low 40s and stay there the rest of the day tomorrow. Very windy day, maybe a drop or flake in the morning and throughout the first part of the day. Otherwise, we might pick up some sunshine during the afternoon hours, but there's those westerly winds sustained at 20 to 30 miles per hour with higher gusts. This is all being generated by this area of low pressure. This is a huge system. We call this a synoptic system. This will be a synoptic or a large-scale wind event. As this low gets by us, the winds really ramp up here, and they just strengthen. That low pressure area strengthens, it deepens. Even as it pulls into Canada, we've got strong winds throughout all of tomorrow. They'll start to relax a little bit through the evening and the overnight hours. Tuesday's still going to be a breezy day. There'll be some sunshine, maybe a drop or or a flake in there, and much the same as we go into the day on Wednesday. I think a lot of Wednesday will be dry, but I can't rule out a drop or flake there. So here's our 7-day forecast. 52 degrees at midnight. We drop into the 40s, and we stay around 40, 42, 43 degrees with very windy conditions. Maybe a drop or a flake throughout the morning hours. Otherwise, some afternoon sunshine. 40 degrees on Tuesday. A drop or a flake. Still possible. 41 on Wednesday with a drop or a flake. And look at all these temperatures are below normal. 57 is the normal or the average high for this time of the year. Derek, if you want more, go to fox17online.com. I've got a complete story posted there.
All right, Kevin.